Hey everybody, it's Laura with Untitled Typewriters. I have a 1961 Smith Corona Sterling for you today. This is Seafoam green and is the original color for this Sterling. Fantastic, love these typewriters. Okay, can't wait to show it to you. So it is in excellent condition. There's a couple little scratches here and just some discoloration, but not a lot. We did have to put in a new logo. What do you call this? Anyway, it was missing, and so we have somebody that makes these for us. So and she's put it in there, but you can tell it's not the original. But it is beautiful, and if you look at the link in the description below, you can see up close images of this. Okay, let's go ahead and let me show you how to use one of these. All right, there's your paper holder, voila, and it's a little stiff, but you just stick it back down in there. Okay, press and drag for your margins, because you do need to manually set your margins. There's a paper guide right here that just comes in handy for loading, or especially if you're going to use like type envelopes or postcards or something like that. I always like to use the paper guide to help me load those in a little bit straighter. Your carriage release is on each side. You just press it in. You can hear that nice little bell. It's a little dinky. How do I say that? It has this, it's a metal bell, obviously. It has a little extra metal sound to it. And then on the left side, here's your return handle. You have your line selector, 1, 2, or 3 lines. And I'm gonna move this to the left. And just so you know, I always assume in my videos that you are new to typewriters. So those of you who are experts with typewriters, bear with me. This is for I speak and I do things for people who, assuming that you don't know anything about typewriters. So, excuse me. All right, so I'm gonna pop open the top. And on the inside, you see we do have the original spools for this one. Woohoo! And we have wrapped new ribbon, fresh ribbon on it. And so we've put extra ribbon on it. And that means it's like you're getting an extra thing of ribbon already. So this is gonna last you a long time. Now our ribbons, when we hand roll them or when we buy the prepackaged universal ribbons, they don't have the grommet, because ribbons at the very end sometimes have a grommet, which causes your typewriter to auto reverse. Our ribbons do not have that. So you have to manually reverse, which is right here. And you just go back and forth, because when you get to the end of your spool, there's a lot of ink in that ribbon. You just reverse the direction and keep going. And you will reverse the direction many, many times before you need to change out your ribbon. Now, if you want to keep your original spools, you can send them to us and we'll rewind it with fresh ribbon for you and send it back. We have an option on our website called Custom Ribbon. And our website is jotuntitledtypewriters.com, and just go there and look under ink ribbons and you'll see it. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this down. And you want to make sure it snaps shut. There we go. Because if you don't, the handle is going to scrape the top of your cover, because the distance between the handle and the cover is minimal. All right. So ribbon reversal. This is your color selector. And now we're going to do our typing demo. All right, so you just put your paper right here. You just set it right behind that roller, turn the handle. That'll pull it through, and then you lift up this metal bar. Make sure that paper goes underneath, and then set it back down. And I like to come, load up. I like to come all the way to make sure it's even, and I'm slightly uneven. So I'm gonna pull this right side lever over, and that's a paper release. And I'll adjust my paper and then re-engage it. right, and then I'm gonna make sure my margins are where I want, which they're not. I wanna bring it in. Okay, and let's go ahead and do some typing. Now, this typewriter doesn't have a number 1, so you use the lowercase l, and it's a 1961. Keys are nice and firm. I like that. Oh, I've got it on triple. All right, let's go ahead and test out all these keys and see how it's doing. Oh, I forgot to mention the tab. By the way, this is your backspace. Backspace does not erase, it just backspaces and then you can type over. But here's your tab button. And when you want to set your tabs on this typewriter, you flip this back panel and then I'll hold it up here. Hopefully, can you see? Is it too close? Right here, back in here, you're gonna see these little keys and you pull them out and set them along that bar where you want them, okay? That's how you set your tabs. And honestly, I never use tabs. A lot of people don't use tabs, so it's, I guess, just personal preference. But it's there if you want to use it. Oh, that tab's way far out there. This is my favorite body style of typewriters. And they use this body style for a long time. Very much the mid-century modern look and feel. Comes in a variety, the Silent Super, the Sterling, Enterprise, Standard. They all have this body style. Okay. So the bell just went off, which tells me, oh, you need to hit your return handle, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so now it's gonna stop. And then what you do is you hit MR, and that releases the margin, and I can finish my sentence. This has a really good bounce back on the keys. I like it very much. Let's test out the red ribbon. So your color selector is over here on the right side. It actually looks blue, that button up there, but that's for black. Red is on the bottom, white is in the middle. That's for stencil. You're not ever gonna use it, but if your selector is on stencil, your typewriter is not gonna type properly. So make sure it's completely on black or red. Okay. Let's keep typing. So every time I hear that bell, I hit the return handle. Not even a mouse. Awesome. Look how nice and clear this font is. Can you see it? Whoops. Very nice. Also, I forgot to mention, so when it's time to change out your ribbon, and maybe you don't have this particular machine I have in front of me, but you have one like this and you want to know how to do your ribbons, please go to the product listing in the description. There's going to be a photo so you can see how to thread your ribbon. These just pop in and out, very simple, but you just got to make sure it's threaded through these guide wires. And so bookmark that image, make sure black is on top, red is on bottom. And if you're still having trouble with ribbon try reversing the direction and see if that fixes it. Okay, thanks so much for watching. You all have a great day.